Well, happy Wednesday, Cumming Community Church. Pastor Thomas here. Hope you're having a great day on this brisk, early fall morning. Definitely gives us a sign of things to come with the way the weather was this morning. So hope that you are staying warm. We had a frost advisory last night. So pray that you are enjoying this early taste of autumn. I know I am. This is my favorite time of year. I've said this before. It's like God turns on the air conditioner. Just another word. The next several weeks, you're going to see me wearing the same things. Normally, I record these each week as they come, but because I'm going to be leaving on the trip coming up, where I'll be traveling overseas to help teach at a couple of pastors' conferences in a developing country, I'm going to record like a month's worth today. So hopefully you will bear with me, because I'm not going to change my shirt every time just to make it look like I'm dressed different or something. That just seems weird. So anyway, with all that out of the way, we've been looking at the book of Ephesians. I shared how it struck me that Paul says twice to put on the whole armor of God. And it struck me as I was thinking about that, what is the challenge that the Christian faces when we don't put on the whole armor of God? And so we've spent the past couple of weeks taking a look at truth and what happens when we're not people of truth and we don't let truth permeate who we are. But the second thing that Paul says is that after you've fastened your belt of truth, is that you've already put on, in verse 4, chapter 6, stand therefore having fastened on the belt of truth and having put on the breastplate of righteousness. So what is this idea of a breastplate of righteousness? Well, the idea of a breastplate is that it's armor. It's like body armor. So in current time, if I wasn't a Roman soldier, maybe I'm a police officer, this is the bulletproof vest, right? This is the body armor that I have to wear. Or I'm a United States soldier in the military. I wear a flak jacket. I wear this idea. If you're actually, that idea is even NFL players, if they've damaged their ribs, will wear like a protective vest around their midsection. So righteousness comes from God. We know that from Romans chapter 1 verse 17, is that the righteousness of God is given to those who have faith and trust in God. So let's tie these ideas together, because that's how Paul's mind kind of works. Righteousness is God's righteousness. It covers us and it protects us from the attacks. In fact, the breastplate of righteousness, or the breastplate in military times, in Roman times, protected from the most common weapon, which was a short sword, or would be like a long knife, a little longer than the old Crocodile Dundee Rambo type, big Bowie knife, right? But it's a little bit longer than that, and they'd get close and they'd stab you with it, but the breastplate would protect you. God's righteousness protects us from the blows of life. In that, when we stumble and sin, we know there's forgiveness. We're going to talk more about that in a moment, but we also know that God covers us and protects us when things don't go the way that we planned. So if we don't put on the armor, the breastplate of God's righteousness, we will stumble and we will take the blows ourselves. We will stumble. We will be the ones that have to absorb all of those blows. So we want to be people who put on God's righteousness and not try to do it on our own, because if it's our righteousness, which is really something that doesn't exist, we leave ourselves open to the attacks of this world. So I encourage you to take up the whole armor of God, not just the belt of truth, but also the breastplate of righteousness. Well, we'll see you next week, Cumming Church, where we will continue this look at the different elements of the armor that we are to put on. Until then, hope to see you Sunday, and hope you're having a great week, Cumming Church. Love you. We'll see you soon. God bless.